Yes, I have been so afraid. Yes, I have been so distant, consistently indifferent. It's hard to put that in an amicable sentence. I'm sorry, actually, not really. There's just so much work to be done. Committing to commitments, hiding my indulgence, the freedom we sacrifice for love. I love me, I love me, I love you. You also made me whole the first time that you gave me loyalty, your patience and persistently listen. It's hard to describe what I'm feeling at the moment. Are you? I mean, you're in love with me. It's just so much fun, too much fun. Oh come on, how could you say no to the fast and furious one? But the excitement we may stay for long. I love you, I love you, I love you. I enjoyed it all. Still, I have my doubts. You're a nice girl. I'm just not ready now. But the mommy said it ain't family biz. Get over it. Healthen up, just like the man we expected. So when are you gonna take the chance? Let us be one. We are one. All for one. All for everyone. We stay together. Then it's forever. Inside the train, we walk to every aisle. Furthermore, our love opened the door to a vehicle I'd rather not enter. Seconds later, a new future. I know that I agree to this myself. I wish it was their fault. Now I regret. Wish we were dead before we started feeding on each other. Blood is thicker, but the drink I prefer is water. Now that it's over, wish we never listened to them. It's a power since that it didn't happen. Forbid, forget. I love you, I love you, I love you. Yes, I have been so afraid. Yes, I have been so distant, consistently indifferent. It's hard to put that in an amicable sentence. I'm sorry, actually, not really. There's just so much work to be done. Committing to commitments, hiding my indulgence, the freedom we sacrifice for love. I love you, I love you, I love you. You also made me whole the first time that you gave me loyalty, your patience and persistently listen. It's hard to describe what I'm feeling since that it didn't happen. Forbid, forget, forget. Yes, I have been so afraid. Yes, I have been so distant, consistent, indifferent. It's hard to put that in an amicable sentence. I'm sorry, actually, not really. There's just so much work, too much work to be done, committing to commitment. consistent, indifferent. It's hard to put that in an amicable sentence. I'm sorry, actually, not really. There's stress, so much work, too much work to be done. Committing to commitments, hiding my indulgence, the freedom we sacrifice for love. You also made me whole the first time that you gave me loyalty, no patience and persistence. We listen. It's hard to describe what I'm feeling at the moment. Are you? Yeah, I mean, you're in love with me. It's just so much fun, too much fun. Oh, come on. How could you say no to the fast and furious one? But I mean, the excitement we may stay for love. I enjoyed it all. Still, I have my doubts. You're a nice girl. I'm just not ready now. But then mommy said it ain't family biz. Get over it. Just like the net, we expect it. So when are you gonna take the chance? Let us be alone. Love for everyone. We stay together. Friends forever. Inside the treasure of the real. Furthermore, our love opened the door to if you come. I'd rather not enter. Seconds later, in your future, I know that I agreed to this myself. I wish it was their fault. Now I regret. Wish we were dead before we started feeding on each other. Blood is thicker, but the drink I prefer is water. Now that it's over, wish we never listened to them. Mix of powers and screams that it didn't happen. For better, for good, for I love you, I love you. Yes, I have been so upset. Yes, I have been consistent, indifferent. It's hard to put that in an amicable sentence. I'm sorry, actually, there's stress, so much work, too much work to be done. Committing to commitments, hiding my indulgence, the freedom we sacrifice for love. I love me, I love me. You also made me whole the first time that you gave me loyalty, no patience and persistence. We listen. It's hard to describe what I'm so distant, consistent, indifferent. It's hard to put that in an amicable sentence. I'm sorry, actually, not really. There's stress, so much work, too much work to be done. Committing to commitments, hiding my indulgence, the freedom we sacrifice for love. You also made me on the first time that you gave me loyalty, sustainably listen. It's hard to describe what I'm feeling at the moment. Are you? I know you're in love with me. It's just so much fun, too much fun. Oh, come on. How could you say no? Fast and furious number. The excitement we may stay for long. I enjoyed it all. Still, I have my doubts. You're a nice girl. I'm just not ready now. But then mommy said it ain't family biz. Get over it. Healthen up, just like the man we expected. So when are you gonna take the chance? Let us be one. Be our one. All for one. All for everyone. We stay together. Then it's forever. Inside the treasure of the real. Furthermore, our love opened the door to if you go. I rather not enter. Safe and secure in your future. I know that I am to this myself. I wish it was her fault. Now I regret. Wish we were dead before we started feeding on each other. Blood is thicker, but the drink I prefer is water. Now that it's over, wish we never listened to them. It's a conversation that it didn't happen. Forbid, forget. Yes, I have been so afraid. Yes, I have been so distant, consistent, indifferent. It's hard to put that in an amicable sentence. I'm sorry, actually, not really. There's stress, so much work to be done. Committing to commitments, hiding my indulgence, the freedom we sacrifice for love. You also made me on the first time that you gave me loyalty, patience, and sustainably listen. It's hard to describe what I'm feeling at the moment. Are you? You're in love with me. It's just so much fun. Oh, come on. How could you say no? The excitement we may stay for long. I enjoyed it all. Still, I have my doubts. You're a nice girl. I'm just not ready now. But then mommy said it ain't family biz. Get over it. Just like the man we
I can't fucking believe I just did that, and you really don't want to know how long it took me. Hi, I don't know when you'll get to see this. I actually didn't plan on recording today, but I guess the fight kind of broke me and I've been playing this single find for the past few days. I'm not sure if that was a malfunction with the singularity or anything, but now I see that I may not be the only one to suffer from the copiousness of time. Oh no, Angela. You don't say. You're not the only wee person on this earth being in despair, really? Well, anything can happen. Wow. Does that console you somehow? Oh yeah, it's like the people that feel good in a plane crash because they're not dying alone. Do you know that? It's kind of weird if you ask me. Not at all. I'm different. Of course you are. God damn it, Angela. I'm different. I'm special. I won't go through the same ordeal ever again. I retained myself unlike those people. Well, you're also an AI. You're not a real person, Angela. I don't know if you got the memo yet. I persevered. I didn't let time consume my sanity. Because you don't have any sanity. You're an AI. I didn't break down. Alright, let's just calm down and take a deep breath. Roland had enough. You can't listen to this shit anymore. When the memories of hard times burst forth, you gotta embrace them to the core. Oh, god damn it. Oh, we unlocked a new floor. The floor of natural sciences? Floor of natural sciences, huh? That's the 5th floor we're opening. Its patron librarian is Tipperef. Ah, cute! What's up with all these weird names? Yeah, I guess they're kind of funny. Hello, Tipperef. Are you there? Whoa! Shut it! Did she hit him or did she just scare him? I'm standing right in front of you. Where do you think you're looking? Oh, is she like tiny? What? You're totally a kid? I wouldn't call her a kid. She's almost as big as you are, Roland. Either you're a fucking manlet or she's a big kid. I'm actually a lot taller than I used to be, you know. Is that the deal she struck out of Angela? Make me taller, Angela, please. I don't want to be a little kid anymore. Oh, compared to your past self and lobotomy core? No, I mean, compared to my first life. I was an actual kid back then, but it looks like I woke up with an older body this time. What about her mental age? I'm not sure if it was the library's powers or Angela's thoughtfulness, but this body should be better suited for librarian work, so I'm cool with it either way. Although, if it actually took all the years I've lived into account, I'd have to look a bit older. I guess they're all old hacks now, huh? Not just Bina, motherfuckers. Putting that aside, isn't it a little rude to punch someone you just met in the face? She actually did punch him, okay. This is giving me flashbacks. To what? Well, it's because you were being such a clumsy dog. What's your name anyways? Roland. Previously, a fixer scraping at the bottom of a barrel. Current status? Hobbling Angela. I suppose you've already met the ones on the upper layer. Upper layer? I thought it was going up, not down. Right, it would be the lower floors this time around. Still, you get what I mean, so just roll with it. Sheesh, aren't you the sassy one? Just wait until you meet the others. I'm Tipperef, in charge of the floor of natural sciences. So like biology and physics and all of the other complicated stuff I don't really get. I thought doing science required actual thinking though. Whoa, what? Whoa! Oh no you don't, you silly little thing. Oh, he's dodging her, hmm? So much for scrape at the bottom of the barrel, huh, Roland? Fixer. Scraping at the bottom of the barrel, I mean. Anyway, you're pretty brisk with throwing punches, but it's not quite as quick as someone I used to know, eh? Ah! Stop looking down on me, will you? I heard a lot of stuff about science in my past workplace, you know? She couldn't have been that dumb. I mean, she was friends with Enoch, and Enoch seemed to have been some kind of... well, wonder child, I guess. I'm probably a lot older than you in actual age, too. It's the good old 3,000-year-old lolly. What's the point of being old if that doesn't reflect your words and actions, little miss? Ooh. How's Angela doing anyway? Curious as always. She almost feels like a child sometimes. That's understandable, I suppose. Angela lived her whole life in a basement after all. Yeah, she never even got to see outside. I'm guessing you aren't holding some deep-rooted grudge against her like the other librarians are? I roughly know what she went through. I thought she was just cruel, but I could see some events of the past while I was asleep. Huh? How? I could also see things happening in the present all the way down to the moment you woke me up. And the others didn't? Is she special? Really? So I can understand Angela somewhat. Whoa. Never thought we would hear that out of, well, any Sephira outside of Bina, I guess. I'm pretty sure the librarians who are still asleep all have a grasp on what's going on as well. Okay. I guess, since that makes it easier, you don't have to explain everything to them again. Though the idiots on the upper layer, the lower floors, still seem kinda confused. That's how it's been in Lobotomy Corporation as well, right? The upper layer Sephira, they didn't really get what was going on, while the middle layer Sephira seemed to have retained some sort of memories from past cycles or even the past life even. They knew what was the problem basically, while the upper layer Sephira didn't even know what the suppression would be about, basically, if you know what I mean. So you agree with Angela's choice? It depends on the one final choice she'll make at the end of this. How to use the one book, I guess? I'm willing to help her out for now, at least. Our primary goal is the same, all things considered. To complete the library? Yep. The light is only truly meaningful if it shines for 7 days straight. Oh, so she told them, if I get the one book, I will basically be able to re-enable the Seed of Light and complete all of your hard work. Okay, now I understand why they took the deal, because it's the best they can do. Instead of dying in vain, at least they're trying to make their dream come true in the end. Boy, is it refreshing to meet an amicable librarian for once. Alright, I'll make sure to bring some picture books next time as a bonus. For fuck's sake, Roland. Destroy the one good bond you find in this place, will you? Ah! Here we go. I can now select the floor of natural sciences during reception. A patron librarian has awoken and 2 assistant librarians have awoken too. I need more people. God damn it. Oh, it looks good though. Okay. Let's pretend I didn't just record an episode and I actually forgot to press record. Let's pretend I don't know what's coming up here, okay? So, last time, this time, I don't know, depending on how I'll edit it, we defeated Tonberry. Very good, don't ask me how I did it. Then again, maybe I'll put some pointers in the video, because I did have a clear strategy, even though I think in the end, I basically beat it by sheer luck and pure determination, as I do with every hard obstacle in video games, and in life, I think. So, we have new people. We, of course, unlocked Tiberius Floor, Cooper, Parker, 2 chucklefucks out of Season 1. Parker famously a furry, I believe, and Cooper? Just someone not doing anything at all, I believe. I think. I seem to remember Cooper. Who will join us next in this floor? Who knows? In Netsek's floor, he now has Yumi at his side. I don't know much about Yumi anymore, to be honest, but she's a cute little girl, so I thought she should join Netsek's floor. I don't know, what kind of milkshake does he have to bring all the girls to the yard, Netsek? Is it a beer milkshake? And then in Hot's floor, we have Noah number 1. Famously, infamously, I don't know, can you say famously if only 5 people have watched Season 1 of Lobotomy Corporation of mine. We had 2 Noahs at one point, and I didn't notice them until quite a while later. They were even coexisting at some time. So we're gonna get Noah number 1 and later on Noah number 2 in Hot's team. Hot, are you okay? Hot looks kinda weird now these days. I don't know what happened with her.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Must be puberty. And in Yesod's floor, it cracks me up every time I see them next to each other. I laughed about this before, I laugh about it again. It's Yum Yum. Whereas tiny sister or something? I don't know. I fiddled with the height slider and thought, you know what, let's go all the way down. And this is the result. Very cute, Yum Yum. I like you. On Malka's floor, Nicole. Nicole is now the designated gun girl of Malka's floor. Looking forward to using her quite a lot more since I like the gun pages. However, Levi's page lets me use melee cards as well. So that's the best of both worlds. Alright, we're gonna go and do this. next. We're gonna go right to left again. Again, I just read through that story. I just failed at that fight. I lost a lot of Yuna and Salvador books until I noticed that in the top left corner, I don't have the symbol that tells me that I'm recording. That's like 50 minutes of footage lost. I'm very sorry, everyone. We're gonna do this again, though. I didn't beat the fight, as you can see. And we're gonna read through the story again. Hopefully I can put as much emotion into it as the first time around. Maybe my jokes won't be as good, though. But you wouldn't even notice that anyway, right? They're always bad. So we're in the Wedgie office. That's what I called it. With Pamela and Pameli. Two 5,000-year-old lollies wearing like gothic frilly dresses and wielding big ass spears. Basically, Philip's heaven, I guess. I don't know. Help yourself. You're gonna starve to death if you don't eat anything. Thanks for the meal, but I don't feel like eating yet. No wonder. Your office got wiped out. You should harden your heart still. One of them is a bitch and the other one is kinda cute. I think Pamela is the cute one and Pamela is the bitch. Do you think it was your fault? Yeah, she's the bitch. Yes, had I stopped them, had I been stronger and more mature, had I stayed there and not run away, you wouldn't have changed a thing, Philip. Yes, I just lost against you a few times since I had to grind the Salvador and Yuna pages again, which is why I only have one Yuna page since I lost the fight a few times too, but you wouldn't have changed a thing, Philip. Then it's your fault. Huh? You were too daft and weak to keep the others safe. It's your fault that everyone died. She's telling him basically, you little bitch. Feel better now? Think what you want. When something happens, all you gotta do is make up reasons that are convenient to you, no? It's not like you actually care about the cause, you just want to believe whatever that convinces you. Yes. And here we go, good old Bloodborne man enters the scene. I mean, he must be weird, right? Since he surrounds himself with these two. There must be, I mean... Oscar. I gave Oscar what I dubbed an epic voice, so you're welcome. Hey kids, don't bully that boy too hard now. I didn't do anything, it was all Pamela. Pamela might be cute and nice, but she's a snitch. And snitches get stitches. Like little bitches, I guess. Alright, Philip. Feeling well enough to talk now? Yes, thank you for your kindness. We are sister officers after all. Gotta help each other out. I'm sorry I couldn't help. We were in the middle of handling a case of the distortion in the streets of District 12. Yeah, it kinda looks like Lovetown, doesn't it? Maybe I'm just having weird flashbacks. In my head, I still hear that music. I still hear Mili singing about love in my head. I can't turn it off. For the past few days, I had it stuck in there. No matter if I'm trying to sleep, if I'm eating something, if I'm at work, if I'm recording, I have it. I have it in my head. I can hear it constantly. Help me, please. I need a lobotomy. Those victimized by the 8 o'clock circus held a show of pure insanity and hedonism. It was akin to a festival in hell. Give us quite a bit of trouble. I had to get my body replaced too. This one's seriously not my style. Yeah, this was her before, I guess. And, well... Is that a robotic body? Doesn't that shape infringe the ethics amendment though? It's not mechanical. It's a clone of my body. I got biological body recovery insurance some time ago. So Pamela got cloned and gave a body to Pamela. Pamela's body was torn apart beyond recovery, so this was the only way we had left for her. Her head was thankfully intact. I thought fixed insurances were a complete robbery, but it did help us out for once. Yeah, all insurances seem like a robbery, except for the case when you need it. For the one time it hits, then you're glad you have it. That's the thing about insurances. Speaking of, doesn't your office have any insurance? I was a relatively new member at that office, so I didn't know that much. Yeah, you'll want to see if the office had any. There are many types of insurance with various conditions. Is he gonna, like, go back and see... Oh. Huh. They all had life insurance. I'm rich now, bitch. How can he even go back? We're fighting him in a moment. That I know. So maybe he... Does he run away again? I didn't get him low enough. I beat one of the Gothic Maid twins, but... I didn't get far in the fight, I'm very sorry. You're gonna see a shameful display now. It's nice to have a body again, but why did it have to be this? Oh, don't be mean about it, come on. What? I urgently had body cloning surgery to save you and this is how you thank me? What's the point? Even just looking at the mirror is discouraging. I love all of that science fiction stuff suddenly. We have cyborgs, we have robots, we have AI, we have cloning now too. I love it when it's not really distinct what is the most advanced shit. Because what would you think is more advanced? A cyborg body? A cloned body? With someone else's mind inside? Or a full robot? I don't know. And the ethics behind that, as Philip said in the ethics amendment thingy, and as Roland was talking about too. I like thinking about that stuff. I like the implications of this stuff happening in real life. Currently reading a visual novel in my free time that's heavy about that stuff too. Baldur's Sky. Check it out. It's a good game. It's a good visual novel. Has some gameplay too. Hard as balls later on. But it deals with these futuristic issues as well. And it's interesting, to say the least. Don't you dare damage that body. It's mine. Can she get cloned again, or is that like a one-time thing? You know what? Why don't you just die a permanent death this time? That way you can't be recovered by any means. You won't have to pay me for the cloned body then. You asking for a fight? Cat fight? Yeah, you punk. I like how he just sits there, letting this happen. Oscar is a true degenerate of my liking.
You certainly are masterful at making Sangwa Cha, Salvador said.
It's the weird-ass tea with the egg inside, right? I'm gonna have to Google this if it's... it must be real, but does it taste any good? You flatter me, sir.
Penny for your thoughts, Philip. Did the library appear to be related to the distortion phenomenon in any way?
I'm not sure. I haven't experienced the distortion myself. But that place looked more alien than anything I've ever seen. I mean, we've seen a lot of shit in this world yet, and I wouldn't say the library is that weird. And Master and Son Bei, they got turned into books here.
That doesn't help. Several associations have started keeping an eye on this matter. It's not just the associations, even the wings and the fingers are clueless about what to make of the distortion.
Alright.
You don't seem too interested in the current topic. You must want to forget all this fuss about the distortion and head right back to the library and retrieve the books of your colleagues.
I wish I could do just that. But my master said to me in his note that I shouldn't act hastily and instead depend on your aid. I like how Salvador had enough foresight to leave an actual, rule of guidance and stuff in a little letter to Philip. It's pretty cool. I feel kind of bad about killing off Salvador now, even though he was a weirdo.
That old friend left me with quite a troublesome little fellow. Death is a staple in this business, but his wife and children must be heartbroken still.
Ooh, we killed a daddy and a husband. Possibly not for the first time. I mean, Walter must have had I don't know if Walter had a family. He was... I don't know.
Have you met them?
No, I couldn't visit them yet.
Why is that?
I'm too ashamed to face them.
Our next stop will be the library. Ready your gear.
Thank you, sir.
Don't mistake this for kindness. We're simply taking you with us because we were already planning to go there. And this is the least I can do to bear responsibility for my old friend's death. Personally, I'd never let a fixer like you join my office. It would give us a bad name.
I'd rather have little girls around myself. That's right, Oscar. You're that kind of person, eh? Is it wrong? Is it so pathetic for me to want to repay the favors of my colleagues? For their sake? He's angry now. At least, I think. Everyone says not to act upon attachment, that it's an unclassy and naive thing to do. Can we as fixers, no, as people living in the city, do anything on the behalf of others? This is the little glimpse of light you get from Philip, where it shows that he hasn't succumbed to the disease of the mind yet, in my opinion. Which is a shame, because we're definitely gonna kill him, right? He's not gonna get out of the library and go, these people, they seem kinda nice, I should help them in their quest of acquiring light and the one book so they can basically fix the world. Because no one knows that. No one knows that we're doing that. I don't know why. I mean, the Sufferer want to do that. Angela doesn't really want to do that. It's just collateral damage for her, even though it's not damage in this case. But still, anyway, Philip is a good guy. That's what I wanted to say here. Oscar isn't as much, I think. I think Oscar is an asshole. Gosh, you're insufferable. He didn't even say that you're wrong or anything, baka. He just doesn't want those kinds of fixes now off, as simple as that. Don't be miserable ass about it. Yeah, he likes us little girls. That's right. Nothing is as unreliable as someone who's easily swayed by their feelings, says the angry little girl. You want us all to die just so we can fulfill your ideals or what? Preferably, yes, please just die. I want your books. I mean, I got one of your books already since I defeated one of you, but it's cheating if I equip it now.
You must be sincerely believing that your actions are for others.
Oh, preaching incoming, everyone.
That you are different from all the other unkind and selfish denizens of this city. Thinking that you are fighting for some higher cause. But know that those are in fact entirely selfish thoughts. It's the most dangerous kind of selfishness. You deceive yourself into thinking you're selfless. There can be no such things as a selfless action for humans. Even the act of self-sacrifice is ultimately for oneself. A very dangerous kind of selfishness, one that slowly eats away at your peers and leads them to damnation. You gave a fine speech, but I must wonder if you're truly upset for the sake of Salvador and your other late colleagues.
I'll go prepare myself. Don't just take this shit like a dick up your ass, Philip. He doesn't know what's what either. He thinks he's old and knows it all. No, we're about to teach him a lesson. That Philip guy seems to be hurt, but I agree with Oscar here. Of course, Mr. No Attachment agrees with Oscar. Few things are as dangerous and nasty as selfishness in the guise of for the sake of someone else. I think I know what you mean. The determination to work for the good of others can be a dreadful and loathsome weapon. Especially if one strongly believes that the justice they're pursuing is worth sacrificing for. Careful, Angela is going into ranting about A territory this time. This time? Every time. Every time she opens her mouth, she rants about A in some way or another. They're blinded by self-righteousness and have no regards for the surroundings. They don't care what happens to others. They justify themselves for pressing forward, pursuing their justice, crushing everything in their way. Whoa! This might be the first time we understood each other for real. I'm touched, man. How about some champagne? A toast to this fine day where we finally understood each other. Stop frowning already, would you? You're so annoying. So we're fighting 4 now. It's a step up in difficulty. I think it's, so far what I've seen, it's not as hard as the Tomari fight. But it is on the harder side, definitely. He's still recovering. We should give him some space. Pamela, the nice one. I don't really want to kill her. Tiny things like this can still affect my psyche. Never mind, you don't need to care about me. I'll try not to be a hindrance.
I'll stab you as soon as I determine that you're getting in our way.
That's right. It's not the wedgie office. It's the edgy office. Thanks to Oscar and Pamela. Greetings, dear guests. Though your group seems to be in a rather ill mood.
I thought you were a machine, but could it be that you're partially human?
Don't stare at us so viciously now. We just poked you to make sure, not to kill you or anything. How would you like it if I poked you with a big-ass stick like that, Pamela? How rude. Hasn't anyone taught you to behave? I heard the librarian of this place was supposed to be nice. Someone advised me that there's no need to be cautious with ill-mannered guests who slap and spit in my face without reason. You mean there's a reason to slap and spit in your face, Angela? Kinky.
I apologize. We couldn't afford to be polite when our very lives are at risk.
Oh, really now? She's very angry. Ooh. Oh, she goes even without saying, may you find your book in this place. That's how angry she is. I really like how she gets more angry and more emotional with every single invitation. She gets more human, I think, and I can really relate to her slowly. I'm warming up to her. To her cold android body. This isn't like what we heard about her at all. She must have had her own woes. That's right. My problem is beating you guys right now. So Pamela and Pamela both have pierce, stagger damage and pierce damage respectively. They're weak to slash attacks, which is why I chose this floor first, but I wish we had the 4th employee for Roland's for Cater floor. Because then I could use... these 3 powerhouses are just so strong, but if I have to fight against 4 people, it just doesn't work out. You need the numbers. So next I chose Yum Yum, Vera, Galena and Yesod. But since some of them are literally weak to pierce damage and they all deal pierce damage basically, and none of them... Philip is even endured against blunt damage. I don't know what's best actually, but I'm gonna go for this one again, and maybe we'll have to grind again. Maybe I'll try Malkov's floor again. Maybe I'll beat it this time. Oh no, you know what? Speed dice wise, this one would be better since Hunter and Harry have 2 speed dice, right? Oh no, Hunter doesn't. Actually, only Harry has, but this floor only has 1, period. You know what, let's just go for Yesod's floor this time. Let's see if it works out. I mean, I know what's gonna come, and I know a good strategy already. It's to go Unga Bunga on everything inside, and just go for the bullseye basically. We're just gonna go crazy. Just 3 light attacks on everyone. On who that? It's Pamela, the nice one. I'm very sorry, Pamela. You're about to die, hopefully. We'll take some damage, but we'll also dish out some damage, and if we can get rid of one of them, that's big time. We just need to be careful not to get staggered soon. But if we can stagger her... Ooh. Ooh, no! No! Yesod, you fucking scrub lord! Well, we staggered her, but still. Yesod is dead too. I can't believe it. What a shitter. It's not my fault he sucks so much. Does he... I mean, he has a kind of recent armor, a recent page, so I don't really get why he can't just take it. Damn it. Oh, the 2 costs here! Galena! Yum Yum? This won't be enough. Won't be enough. Nope. Won't be enough to kill her, I think. And yes, it's gonna die. I just know. Immediately, this shit is lost. I'm so sorry. Oh god, it went far better the first time around, I swear. 1 book of Wedgie off is obtained though, and it's 3 against 3. Alright. Sometimes the text is kinda in the way, isn't it? Sad. So, now we... Oh... We're gonna get staggered either way. Fuck this, look at this shit. Do we want to take over something? It's on hit, and this is unused draw page. I need this card. I need the unused draw page. This could be incredibly good. And we're gonna endure one of them. Wait, oh shit, I can't take this over. I'm gonna have to do it like that. Okay. Vera will get staggered anyway. Ah, look at this shit. Fucking hell. Just not hitting them today, I think. Maybe I should stop recording. Maybe not pressing the recording button was the best thing that could have happened to me in my situation. Maybe I should have just walked away and think, you know what, let's do this tomorrow again. Because apparently, well, it just doesn't work out somehow. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, good lordy lord. Vera's dead. Fucking hell, Galena! You worked so well last time. Now I just get my ass whooped. Everyone will think that I'm a scrub lord. Because I killed one of them, but I didn't put a dent in anyone else so far. Everything gets blocked like my mother on fucking Valentine's Day. Ah. I just want to deal some damage now. Good. Okay, I can die in peace. I can die in peace. Some damage on Pamela. I don't care. We're gonna lose the cards. We're gonna lose the pages. I'm gonna gain some books, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to grind Salvador again, and in order to do that, I have to grind Walter again. This will be fun. It will be a fun fucking episode because by the time I'm done grinding, I will be worn out. Again, like my mother on Valentine's Day. Oh, Galena! Why do you suck so much suddenly? Yay! Oh, staggered. And surely dead now. Any second now. So sorry everyone. This was a shameful display. I should just commit honorable Sudoku in a second and not submit you to any more of this, so... We got one book of the Wedge Office. Well, Galena's still leveling. Maybe that's her excuse. And so am I, you know. So am I. In the first session where I recorded, I said I learned a lot from the Tomari fight. I don't think that anymore, to be honest. I didn't learn a thing.